Hello everybody. My name is Flavio Almada. I'm from Cape Verde and I live in 10 years in Portugal. I'm one of the members of Gueto Plataforma. If you can see, we start with a quote. Always bear in mind that the people are not fighting for ideas, for the things anyone else. They are fighting to win material benefits, to live better and in peace, to see their lives go forward, to guarantee the future of their children. That's a quote for Amilcar Cabral. The Gueto Plataforma, we started to, first thing we say, what we want and what we can do. We start to organize ourselves by practical. So we wrote our principles, and the principles that we wrote were based by the needs in the community. And then we use the word ghetto not because we know the meaning of the word, we don't identify with the word, but the word represents has a big impact on with the youth, because most of the members of Plataforma is young people, very young. I'm one of the most old in the Plataforma Gueto. I have 29, and there is a people with 20, 15, 16, 17. So if you see, it's a black social movement that defends the freedom of all oppressed people in the world, resisting against racism, colonialism, Zionism, and capitalism. Gueto Plataforma was created due to the necessity to unite all barriers and create a pressure group to speak and fight for the interests of our community. Because we don't accept that somebody go inside our community and say, let's organize you. We organize ourselves, we speak for ourselves. Because we don't accept the kind of thing, let's speak for the children, the Africans, the immigrants, because we can speak for ourselves. And the word Gueto represents an oppressed person who suffers from this capitalist, imperialist, and the racist system that we all live in. So we create a network between the community, because the community used to have a violence against the ghetto in the violence. So to stop the violence, we use the hip-hop as a tool, stop the violence, and to organize in common goals. And the police was, how can I say, was supporting the violence between the community. And when we start to organize ourselves, the police start to be boring and say, why you do that? Start to have a peace. Some creative things inside the community. So the police start to chase a lot of members of the platform. This is a demonstration that we went because when Mr. Barack Hussein Obama went to Portugal, everybody was supposedly, because we're black, we should support Barack Obama, but we don't support Barack Obama. And they bought tanks. They bought tanks, and they said that for protecting Mr. Barack Obama. But we knew that the tanks would go to the communities. After Mr. Barack Hussein Obama go back to the White House, the tanks went to the community. And the police started saying to people, now you can see, we have the tanks. Can go. That's the third point program that we wrote, because we was influenced by the Black Panther Party and the movement of the 16 United States. One old quote that we use is from Fred Hampton of the Black Panther Party. Say the people doesn't learn by conversation, the people learn by example. So we don't preach. We do what we can do so that people can see and can take the example to do what they want to do. The Gueto Plataforma too this is a newspaper. This kid is a 14 years boy that was murdered by the police. We used to work with him in the school to combat the abandon of the school, things like that. This is a newspaper with the news because we support the freedom for the political prisoner in the United States, in the case of Mumia Abu Jamal, Leonard Peltier, and the other political prisoner in any part of the world. we see the community as a new colony, because we are a reserve of cheap labor. We don't say that we are in the crisis, we say we were born in the crisis. Because we start to feel the crisis before 2007, and we from the south, we had a problem with the IMF and the World Bank a long time before it came to Europe. Right now what's happening in the community is that a significant part of Portuguese society is blaming the immigrants, especially African immigrants, for the crisis. For the see the immigrants as a threat to their work, their job. And right now the government is kicking people out of their homes and destroying neighborhoods. In some cases, authorities of the city eviction have asked inhabitants, why you don't go back to your country? But some of them, because people doesn't know that the Africans, especially Africans, is not in Portugal. The immigration of Africans didn't start in 16 or 17. In 16th century, 17th century, there's 10 to 20% of African people living in Lisbon. There's a history. So there's a lot of people with the Portuguese nationality, but they say, you have to go back to your country. And in some cases, it's deportation, some people is sent back to the country. Keep going, because it's, there's a one night, today is Friday. There's what's gonna happen in Cover-the-Mora, the place where I live. In 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, the police will come and everybody got to go home. If you don't go home, you know what happened. So we start to film, to use the internet to broadcast information about what happens in the community, because the ghetto was designed to us to suffer alone, and we got to export the information outside to get a solidarity and to create a network between all the progressive movement in Portugal and around the world. This, they spoke about what happened. This is Santa Filomena, when they go to demolition the houses and take people. This is another, and take the houses of the people. This is what happened in other neighborhood, because Plataforma is not just in Cover-the-Mora, it's a lot of small community we join together. We try to get information from the prison. There's a lot of human rights violation in the prison, torture, a lot of people that suffer in the prison. What happened a few weeks ago, the police inside the prison went in the prison at midnight, took a lot of brothers and brothers and started to beat them. So because we have a newspaper, so we invite people in the prison to write something to our newspaper. There's another thing that we speak about, try to explain to people what the immigration law. Because there's a myth that of well-integrated immigrants in Portugal. This is a joke. Portugal is considered one of the best European countries for successful integration of immigrants, but I know a lot of people that were born in Portugal, they have maybe 25, 36 years, they don't have a Portuguese citizenship. They don't have it. In some cases, they can never achieve the Portuguese citizenship. This is a calendar that we create because we had a library to teaching or history. People in the community can go in the library to take books. We can read in groups of reading and things like that. This the first demonstration organized by African community in Portugal in solidarity, and we have a solidarity of all most movements in Portugal. It's the case of the little brother who was murdered by police, and in 2009. Now we're still in the fight because the boy was shot 15 centimeters from the head, and the police was accused by neglect homicide, and he was released He didn't go to the prison. So we organized, because we have a lot of members of Plataforma that is a MC. We organized a party to fundraise money to go pay the lawyers for the case. But we still, because the police was releasing that, so we're still in the struggle for justice. So this is, we say, is 500 years of European political austerity. We are living in European austerity from slavery to mercantilism, imperialism, neocolonialism, and to neoliberalism. That's what I was saying in the beginning. We don't speak about we are in the Christ. We are born in Christ. So what happened is that 20 million people die in the Congo because somebody got to have a technology in the West. And they don't speak about that. We speak about that. That's what we stand for. So I try to summarize everything. If you have any question, you can ask. Because what we say is that nobody can do everything, but anybody can do something. There's no all wisdom in one mind, but everybody got something to say, something to do. So if we go together, we can do something. And we are here to collaborate, to work with any progressive movement in Greece or any part of the world. That's what we stand for.